Hi guys, and welcome to Freckle Finance. Today I thought I'd do a video on kind of how I budget. Now I do first want to say that these are not my actual numbers, but this is my spreadsheet with all my categories on it. So if you look here, this is my overview for the year. So you'll see my tax-free contribution room. So this keeps track. We get $5,500 a year. So if I were to put $500 every month, it would eventually go out. So this is showing with the way I set it up, there would be $3,500 left. And as well, I keep track of my RSPs throughout the year. Now, if you scroll down here, oops, sorry, I scrolled a little too far. This is my vacation. So I have it added up to how much vacation I need and then what I'll need to save every single month. So it's not filled out yet because I'm going to fill it out with you guys. And then this is my Christmas sinking fund here. This is my shoe sinking fund. Then if you go down here, there's a B missing from birthday, but this is my sinking fund for my husband's birthday. And these two are the individual breakdowns for the trip money. So when I'm doing research on a vacation that I want to go on to, I will list all the categories and put all the numbers here, and it will automatically be updated here. You'll see if I change this to 200, then the number over here updates, and then the number down here updates. So everything is updated for those as well. This is where my whole savings for the year gets kept track. So this will be what I expect to save, what I actually save according to my total income, and then the percentage that I expected and the actual, and down here is the full year. So for this mock budget that I'm using, there is 21.67% expected. So this is clearly not my budget because I do save more than that, but I wanted to just give kind of random numbers. And you'll see this actually is in my real spreadsheet, but I just copy and pasted this and change the numbers for this video. So this section here is my actual budget. Sorry, not my actual budget, but this is the monthly budget. So we're going to pretend like this is July because we are in the month of July right now. This is what we're pretending my salary is. If I got any extra pay, which I reasonably get about $50 a month, let's say. If you add $50 here, it adds to here, and it adds to the remaining amount. So I'm able to work with all these numbers and not have to worry about re-adding everything every single time. As well, just the way we do our budget is we've added up all the amount and decided how much I have to contribute. So this would be the money that I would owe my husband, sort of thing, in this category. And then over here you'll see that it's kind of a complicated system for us, but I'll do the groceries. There's up to 5 weeks in a month. I pay for his cell phone as well, and then there's a transit pass that gets charged to him as well. And whenever I put money in here, you'll see I add, so it says that I owe him $1,500 so far, but let's say I spent $150 in groceries. This gets taken out. It's now $1,350, and this just tells me how much I actually have to pay him physically at the end of the year, because I purchase all this stuff. I'm not going to charge him and then also have him pay me back and then, pay him back again. Like, just try to do it one way. So let's say I spent this on groceries. Our cell phone bill, I just kept that one real because that's what we actually spend, and it's not a horrible price, so I don't mind disclosing that with you guys. So if you come over here, here's all my categories. It's not a very complex one. I do keep it pretty simple. So there's the money I owe to my husband, there's the tax-free savings account, and RSPs. Now what I normally do is pay tax-free savings account until I max out of it, and then I go towards RSPs. That's why in this mock month of July, there's nothing for tax-free. There's just RSP because I focus on one, but I do put the categories in both months just so that it's easier for copying and pasting. So then we have our cell phone and charity, vacations. I'm going to show you that when I adjust this, it'll adjust it on the other page as well, so we can figure out how much I actually need. And then here's what I have left for spending. It is actually showing that I have more because I added more money into that category. This is my Christmas sinking fund, and I'll show you too that these two will change on the other page. And over here, I actually keep track of all of my spending purchases, and this makes it really easy at the end of the month when I'm looking at my credit card bill, because I do purchase everything on my credit card and then pay it off at the end of the month. That's the way I do it. If you're not good with credit cards, I definitely do not recommend doing it this way. However, I benefit actually from the points because I never pay interest. So I will just have, let's say, Walmart for $56, let's say. So it gets added down here. It gets added into my savings category over here because this is my actual budget section. And you'll see it also comes out over here. And this will be updated to the realistic value that I have left to spend. So if you look along this side, I have the actual percentage of income. And actually, sorry guys, I didn't notice this. I had updated this category and I forgot to move all this down. So this is supposed to be readjusted and showing this should come to 100%. But because I didn't move this, it's not showing that. So you'll see it's showing a slightly inaccurate number here then, but it's not too far off. Let's just set this to 0 for the sake of this. Oh, sorry, it's not showing 100% because I have spending money left here. So whenever I'm trying to figure out how much I actually have, I'll just go like that. And you'll see the actual spending went to 100%. So it's showing right now that my savings for the month will be 19.61, and I had planned on 19.61. However, if for whatever reason I decide to save more, let's just take that out so because I like not having negatives even in mock things. Let's say I save $750. You'll see that it's showing that I planned on 19.61, but it changed to 29.41. And if we go back to this sheet over here, I also have it set to update over here. So it changed it, said expected this. It also updated my income. I had added $50, and so it shows that I had expected to save this, but this is what I actually saved, and you'll see that it did increase my overall savings for the year. So going back to my budget sheet, you saw that this changed it. If we change Christmas to say $75 and the shoe sinking fund to $45, and let's just take out this Walmart thing so that's not a negative because it's still negative. Anyways, we'll just leave that for now. You'll see that if I come over here, it did change July to $45 for the shoe sinking fund and $75 for Christmas saving. Now, in the month of July, I don't have a sinking fund for my husband's birthday. I just changed it over to the shoe sinking fund. It happened around the same time. But, you know, normally that would be there and it would change it. But since his birthday has passed now, I don't need to focus on that at this point. So now working with the trip, now normally I would do these in the individual months. You can see that February is actually still set. If you look up here, it's still set to the original February. But I zeroed it out for now. So when you're trying to figure it out, so you have 4,100, I think it's going to be about $350 a month that it is. So I would just change all of this to be $350. So we're going to leave July because I'm going to show you how I transfer that over. So it's showing 600. So for the sake of this, we'll put 600. So what I just do in this section is I put an equal sign and I come over here, and this is my vacation, and I make sure that I do the actual. So it's showing 100 right now, and you'll see that that transferred over to here. And so if we change this to 600, which is showing crazy negatives over there, you'll see that now this is showing 0. I have as much money as I expect to plan for my vacations that year. And the 600 did update over there. And these were just mock numbers. These weren't real numbers for these trips over here. I just quickly changed all the numbers so that I could show you guys this spreadsheet. And I do also have it set that carryover from the previous month would go into here. Now, I almost never have carryover. It's usually less than $1, but even so, I will add it in, and it does get added all into all of this. So, and just for this grocery section, you'll kind of see it says Surrey spending. I actually do have a grocery list. So I keep track of all the individual stuff that I buy at the grocery store with the total money, and that's actually gets updated into here normally. Once again, I made these spreadsheets separate, but yeah, here's a look at a mock version of my own budget. So those are the categories I have, and this is kind of how I work with it. This is not a spreadsheet. I didn't take this off anyone else. I did create this all on my own because I feel it works for me really well. However, I do know that other like Gazelle and Tense and stuff has created a spreadsheet that other people can use, but I just really wanted to make my own because I do have a lot of planned percent saved, and I just want to keep track of this whole section here. I don't think most people have a yearly kind of layout of their whole year like that. And you'll see it even includes my total net income, the mock version, and how much I actually saved for the year. So that's also really cool. If you just reference point, you don't have to end it. You don't have to add it all up at the end of the year. It's all just right here. And that's my spreadsheet. So I am planning on doing a few more videos that will show you stuff on the computer. My next one's going to be a meal planning video. So definitely click subscribe so that you can be notified when I post new videos and more information like this. As well, you can like me on Facebook, Freckle Finance, it's the same name. I do upload content that is not on my YouTube channel. And as always, no matter what your financial situation is, make sure to have a great day. Bye!